Hey everybody, what is going on? It is Dunbar Snackbar. It's time for some more MLB The Show 16 with Ajax Booker, and I promise this is going to be the last episode out of this series that we've got with the Cincinnati Reds, but man, has this been one amazing series. I usually don't post 3 videos out of one series with a team because I just don't have the time to do that. I mean, think about it. There's 162 games in a regular Major League Baseball season. Obviously there's more if you get into the postseason too, but there's a thing called time, and I don't have that much of it. I mean, definitely not enough to play every single one, edit it down, do commentary for you guys, and post it. So I always want to show you guys the best stuff that I possibly can, and I'll be honest, these last few games against the Reds have been really good stuff for Ajax Booker, and really goes to show what his potential is and kind of where he is right now with the Nationals organization. So, that being said, this episode is going to be ridiculously cool. I'm so excited to post it for you. And Patrick Johnson's behind the mound. Patrick Johnson went to school originally to be a doctor, went to med school, and then dropped out to go to magic camp because he felt like that there were so many doctors in the world that he would make more as a magician because there aren't many magicians. Once he found out that was wrong, he ended up dropping out of magic camp and became a major league umpire. That's the random fact about the random AI umpire in this game, as per tradition. It's one of the joys about batting in the second spot. You get to see who the umpires are. I'm just going to make up some random stuff about them. All right, so if you guys are unfamiliar with Ajax Booker, I've built him for contact and speed. So I can steal bases like this, no problem. I don't even have to take a step off of first to be able to get that stolen base, as long as the pitcher ends up going with their normal delivery. Now you can see, just because of Ajax, I shouldn't say just because, but in no small part to Ajax Booker, Nationals are one of the top teams when it comes to stolen bases. So I'll, of course, try to build on that. If our team ends up being the best when it comes to stolen bases at the end of the year, I'm going to be really happy about that, because these stolen bases really end up producing runs in ways that, you really can't get besides like hitting a home run or hitting a triple. What I'm trying to say is I started off with a single and I've already stolen 2 bases. I'm now at third. Whether we're talking a triple or me stealing bases like this, in my mind, it's basically the same. Now, I don't get a run right there, but there have been plenty of other instances where just getting over to third base has produced a run, and those runs really do make a difference at the end of the day. So unfortunately, nothing really coming out of that at bat except for those 2 stolen bases and the single. Now, Nationals, though, are down right now 4-0, so we're really going to have to get some offense going in this game if we're going to want to come out with the win. So here I go with the first fielding opportunity for Ajax today. This one's going to hit basically right to him. Little slow roller, but it should be an easy throw. Over to first. I am still without an error. That's also one of the proudest moments that I've got with Ajax Booker right now. Playing shortstop, it's absolutely huge that you're really good with fielding. And right now, having no errors thus far, that's exactly what you want out of, a shortstop. Don't want anything to be able to get past me, and very rarely does anything get past me, but the fact that I can make those throws over to first with relative ease has been such a tremendous help for us as well. So I've got somebody over on second, a high fly ball into center field. All right, he's already gotten underneath it, so I know we're good, but he might tag up, get on over to third, and he makes it. All right, so at least I helped out the team a little bit, getting him on over to third. Having him 90 feet away from home is really going to end up helping us, potentially. Getting from second to home, depending on where the ball is hit, can be a challenge, but, if you're on third, just about anything that's hit can go ahead and bring you home there too. So bottom of the 6th, still have yet to produce any runs so far. We're still down by 4 here. So I'll be looking to see if I can get a base hit. Since we're looking at no outs right now too, if I can just get on base, I'll get over to third, and it'll be a lot more likely that I'll be able to produce a run. Swing on the first pitch. This one rolls into center field as well. It's not a powerful hit, but it gets the job done. And that's kind of what I'm talking about earlier, like whether it's a single and I steal second and third or a triple, hey, it's all the same. So it could be just a slow roller like that in the center field, and it'll mean just as much as that triple. Ryan Zimmerman coming up to the plate here. Now, depending on how things go with this pitcher here, you can see he's pitched 79 pitches here in the 6th inning. And so he's going to be a little tired. Won't be as accurate with his pitches. And so I don't know if he'll go with the quick delivery as much here. Yep, looks like his normal one. So I'll get over to second again without any problem. So that's stolen base number 3 for me here in this game. And already, too, I think, 3rd or 4th on the list right now for total stolen bases in the major leagues. And remember, I haven't even played the whole season yet. I started off this season in AA, moved up to AAA, and now here in the majors, just kind of making a mark this early. That's really going to help me out here when it comes to Rookie of the Year voting. I don't think I'm going to make All-Star, of course. I mean, I'm 5th in shortstop already as far as voting goes. So I don't think being this close to the All-Star game that I'll end up making it, but it's good to see that I'm already on that list. People already know the name Ajax Booker. All right, there's stolen base number 4 for me as well. 2 outs, though. This one, ooh, he's not going to make the throw over to first, so there is a run. All right, we're not going to get shut out, at least in this one, as Ajax goes into the dugout. So right now, too, with Ajax Booker, I have tied the record for individual stolen bases for the Washington Nationals organization. The record was actually set by Marquise Grissom in, I want to say, yes, on July 21st, 1992 against San Francisco. Now, I think that's when they were the Montreal Expos. Well, yes, that was when they were the Montreal Expos. That stuff carried on over. But I've got my name in the record books. Here we go with a quick throw over to first. Get him by about a step and a half, maybe even just a little bit more on that one too. Preventing anybody from getting on base and getting any more runs, because look at where we're at now. We are only down by 2. And so I represent the run that will end up giving us the lead. So I've been working on a lot of different attributes for Ajax Booker. One of the big ones, though, has been my clutch hitting, because that comes into play when you've got runners on base. That's something I want to make sure I do a good job with here. So I'm going to use the Showtime feature here because I want to make sure that this at-bat counts. I'll go ahead and I'll save being able to slow time down a little bit for late in the game or situations like this where we've got runners on base. Now, I do get disappointed, though, when I'm looking at a situation like this where I've used it on, balls that were ended up thrown out of the strike zone, because I could have just gone with what I normally do and not swing until we see the first strike and then start to use it. The only reason why it frustrates me is sometimes I'm looking at like a 3-0 count like this, and I can't use it anymore. So if he throws 2 straight strikes and I'm looking at a full count, well, then there's really not too much that I'm going to go ahead and be able to do except just swing as normal, and I've used it all up for nothing. So laying off of that one for strike 1. Now what I'll probably end up doing, this is what I found myself doing a lot more, is obviously you're going to go ahead and just let the pitch go when it's a 3-0 count. Make them throw the strike. But even when it's a 3-1 count, I'll go ahead and let that go too. And it ends up being the right call as I end up getting walked. So that'll go ahead and load the bases up. We'll see if the Reds end up going to the bullpen here, or if they're going to let Ibarra just keep pitching here. Because right now, I think we've got Bryce Harper injured, and so he hasn't been in the last couple games. But, goes home with it. All right, but he's safe at first. No runs come out of this one, but not a double play either. At least this inning continues, and that one kind of worried me a little bit. I'm wondering, though, if he would have gone 2-1, if he would have been able to get Zimmerman there, and then that would have ended the inning. That's probably what I would have ended up doing if I was Ajax Booker. But a 1-2 count now. I think that's worth up at the plate. This one's going to go into left field. I'm going to round third, come home. What a weak throw that one was. And even then, wasn't able to make the play at the plate at all, or even make the catch for that matter. So, we're doing good. All right. So I think, Revere made it home on that one. I made it home too, so there's a couple runs right there. I think we've tied up the game now. We even got a couple more too, now that we're up 7-5 here. We're looking at the bottom of the 8th with 2 outs here. So I don't feel too much pressure. But with a reliever in, a reliever's going to go ahead and throw more strikes than what you're going to find from a starting pitcher. So I might swing on that first one, and I kind of wish I would have, since it was right down the heart of the plate. Really could have been able to belt that one. Maybe have gotten an extra base hit instead. All right, well, dang it, strike 2. I thought maybe that was going to be a ball, but at the same time, too, I hit the showtime feature, just trying to slow down the time for that one, too, just to see if that would be a good one to swing at. And I've already gone ahead and used up to the point where I can't slow down time anymore. So if anything, I'm going to have to use it for, like, stealing a base, and wow, that one was outside. All right, I'm going to have to be smart now about how I kind of proceed with this at bat. I don't want to swing at something that's going to be an obvious ball and embarrass myself here. Ooh. Good one that goes into center. I'm just going to hold up at first. But you know what? Remember, I've tied the record for an individual performance with stolen bases for the Nationals organization. So, if I steal second, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to break that record too. So I'm slowing down time. I'm going to wait for this. Here he goes. Ooh, it's a quick delivery, but it's low in the dirt and a bad throw. That's the record, guys. Ajax getting his name in the books for the very first time, and hopefully there's going to be a lot more from him too, specifically when it comes to stolen bases. Like, I'm looking at Ricky Henderson's record. I want to make sure I break that. 130 stolen bases in a season. Yeah, that's going to be mine one day. Here we go, and we make it 6. 6 stolen bases for Ajax Booker in one game. Now, Ben Revere might have gotten stolen base in here too. I mean, he's the other person on the team who's ridiculously fast. And the team single game record is 7 stolen bases. So if he's stolen 1, we've tied the record. Even that's pretty cool to be able to mention here. This one's going to be caught in left. Not going to get the run, but hey, the record is mine. That right there, that's worth making a video about. And that's why I wanted to make sure that I posted this one here. Gotten a number of singles. You can see 3 in this game, but it was the stolen bases that really set me apart in this one. So glad to say that Ajax Booker now holds a record. It's an organizational record, and as I said, there's going to be more records to be broken. So make sure that you guys subscribe if you have not already. You can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, all that great jazz, but you guys are phenomenal people. You really are. Thank you again for watching. As always, you guys, I hope you have a good one.